to the pod. Look, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, man. But you are now rocking with the Surreal, man.
Cool in the building.
Podcast. Yeah, cool in the building, doing this thing, man. Yeah, this one gonna be a little sweet, short one, but we gonna get to it, man. We gonna see a few things about war, man. What's going on in the world, but you know that don't mean it's the costume my crew got on. That's just a cool costume of you know whoever he is. I don't know, but
We shoot. Who am I? I'm Freddy Krueger. Oh no, he got me. Oh my bad. I meant nothing.
Abraham
He got me. Abraham.
Theo.
Yo, my bad.
Abraham
I just see
Theo.
the same. Boy, I thought it was
Yeah.
cool. My bad. Don't worry. You gonna see me as Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna
See me in
switch
your
it up.
nightmares.
Yo, no, but yo, man, that's how it go, man. But hold on, what? I'm trying to see. Okay, trying to get to boom, boom, boom. This one I'm trying to get to boom. So basically, what's going on in today's world, man? We got a lot of wars happening, man, and basically, I think it's World War III already taking place, but they not calling it that because they're able to control the narrative a little bit. You feel me? Just like how we found out that Donald Trump actually sued YouTube, sorry YouTube, and YouTube had to pay out. You feel me? And he sued a couple of other people too, and they had to pay out. And it's like, that is squeaky, scary territory when it comes to the president suing you. You feel me? And for them just following in line, that lets you know, hey, it's dictator time. Like you got to be careful. We don't know if we really got a president or not. You feel me? Because this like dictator season. But you know, a lot of people will say that we're not living in a world. Shout out to our two viewers, man. Shout out. A lot of people say that we're not living in a world where it's a one world order, right? I think we're living in a world where we're kind of breaking that one world order, and I think Donald Trump don't understand how he's breaking it or how he's helping to break it because he's stuck on his mission and what he got to do. What you think, Gaku?
I don't know what he sued them for.
He sued them because after the march on the Capitol, January 6th, basically they stated that his channel was basically causing a lot of riots and causing a lot of harm and violence, right? So they took down his channel because of that. You feel me? And basically he's suing them for taking down his channel and everything. And they were kind of right for doing it, but Donald Trump in power right now, and he got people in the Supreme Court who favors him. So it's like, oh yeah, we gotta
So that opens the door for when our contact and our channels and other people. When I say our, I mean people in general.
yeah. I agree.
Channel get took down for this and that.
I
So
agree.
that mean we can sue too
I
and win.
agree. I agree, man.
Because then that's how the court system works.
Yeah, based off of all the trials, you can pretty much go off
And
trial.
verdicts, they can basically
Yeah,
go off of them verdicts of the other
yeah.
things.
That's what's up. Shout out to our viewers, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, and comment where you from and what you're doing, man, and we'll be talking on. Or if you even want us to review something else, like, because there's a lot of things going on in the world, man. We might have missed something. If you want us to review and give our opinions on it, or you can chime in your opinion on it, let us know how you feeling.
Uh,
But nah, for real though,
hey,
cool. Because I'm thinking that because they do a lot of shadow banding, you know, because of our content being more real, hence the name surreal. They They shadow ban us, bro. Like they don't allow it to go through the algorithm as far. So to me, everybody who's getting shadow banned should come together and do like a class action lawsuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll work. You know what I'm saying? Put us down for it.
You
But you
feel
don't
me?
mind me chuckling, bro. I right here, you know me just tripping on the Black Panther suit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm just tripping on the Black Panther suit, bro.
Yeah, you put my costume there now, man. Shit.
I'm just there ain't no wrong with the costume, bro. I'm just that's just a little chuckle cause I just see how tight the suit is, and that be like,
Yo, man, it got vibranium in it. You feel me? Yeah.
oh boy,
It got
oh boy,
vibranium in
no,
it, man. My suit,
oh boy,
it's tough. You feel me? It's built tougher than Ford.
no. Yeah, shoot. That's like wearing a Superman suit. But
You feel me?
you good. You know, man. You know me. I just try to make it excited on the show, bro. That's it.
Ain't no thing, man. I appreciate you, cool, but yeah, though that's so that's what's going on, man. But this what Trump don't know, right? Let's watch this clip, man. Let's watch this clip, and then we're gonna come back to it. You feel me? Oh, I ain't even set up the thing yet, but give me a second, Padre. I gotta set it up.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So, hey, that's how you know we true, man. We ain't no AI. You feel me?
You got that right.
We ain't no AI. No.
Hey,
That right? Yeah, I think that's about right. That's about right. That's about right. Nothing for better like that. Nothing like that.
well, we look like we done draw a couple on YouTube. We down to 97. It look like.
Oh, you too. But we up on Kick though. Shout out to Kick though. We got like 114 last time I checked though. YouTube,
Okay.
we love
All
you
right,
though.
man. Sure. Yeah,
We feel love you.
we keep going up on
Yeah, and then we hit
Facebook.
100 on TikTok. Yeah, so appreciate all the follows and everything, man. We really appreciate all of them. You feel me? But we can't go live on TikTok yet until 1,000. So you know, tell a friend, man. You feel me? That's all we can do. But thank y'all. But let me get to this clip, dog. Cool.
10,000.
Yeah, you gotta get to 10,000 before you go really live like that. But yeah, let's get to it though. You know, huh? Pop right in. Boom. There we go. Let's watch this clip, man. Real quick clip on World War II. What really started World War II. But we ain't gonna watch the whole clip. But I just want y'all to hear the specific point. Specific.
September the 1st, 1939. German troops thrust deep into Poland to win a swift and absolute victory. Barely 20 years earlier, their forefathers had also been on the march, but back into their homeland as a defeated army. In November 1918, after 4 years of World War I, Germany's Emperor, Kaiser Wilhelm II, had been forced to abdicate. His armies were being ground down by a remorseless offensive by British, French, and US troops. His people faced starvation. But already, a dangerous myth was taking root. The German generals and troops claimed that they hadn't been defeated in battle, but betrayed by their own cowardly politicians. Even so, at 11 in the morning on November the 11th, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, World War I came to an end. The following month, President Woodrow Wilson of the United States arrived in Europe, promising to create a new world order.
Right there. Promising to create a new world order. And see, that's when they started to create that new world order. You see what I'm saying? Where everything was kind of ushered under the dollar. You see me? So, but what y'all didn't notice, this is why we getting shadow banned, but it's all good. That's why you gotta tell a friend and tell a friend. But this is why that them people them in the Middle East strike supposedly at that time, because it was what? On the 11th day of the 11th month, you see what I'm saying? World War One, and that's when they created that whole one world order, where they kind of put everything on the dollar and kind of push the Muslim states out of there and make them like terrorists and everything. You see me? And that's why a lot of times that's why they did the 9/11 attack during that time, and that's also why they just don't respect the West and stuff like that, man, because they created the world order. Now Trump don't understand. He breaking it up because he is doing the whole close your borders situation, immigration and everything and all that. So it's giving other countries the power to straighten up their allies with each other, and it's creating a new world, man, where the dollar is not the one world order. See, that's why America used to be involved with everybody's politics. What'd you say, Aku?
Well, who before who was the Moors or the what was the black empire who was in China before and over here too in the states and stuff. What they call it's a movement of them going on right now.
Right now, the Moorish
Yeah,
Temple?
when they get the who
The Moorish Temple? You think that's it? Or no?
the Moors.
Yeah, the Moors,
Is
no?
that the Moors? I think it might be them. It might be
Okay.
them.
Okay.
The one with the but changing your nationality to them, the Moors. It might be them. I think it might be them.
Well, help us
And
out,
they and
chat.
they um and they have like Muslim background or was a Muslim thing.
Well, yeah, they their teachings is kind of ancient, so like they say that the Muslims kind of take from them, but it's very similar though. Yeah,
Uh,
but
'Cause I
yeah,
just saying because
go
they
ahead.
basically all trying to change everything from what we created. Because we ran the whole thing at one point.
Ah, from World War One, and that's why they had the big war, the first World War. It was because of that, because America grouped up a couple of allies, and they created, this one world order where like everything will be done under the dollar, and America just make sure everybody get the proper funding and things of that nature. So this was like the first creation of it. That's why I showed you the reason why World War One was started. You know, it was because to create that one world order that everybody's saying, "Oh, they trying to create one world order." No, it's already being created. You see me? It's already being created. It's being destroyed by Donald Trump. You know, because his idea is not their idea. He's not trying to push democracy. You see what I'm saying? Because people don't understand that democracy is kind of the one world order situation. You see? Because in order to be a democratized country, you got to go by the rules of democracy. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I
So
hear you.
when that happens, you no longer yourself. You get people that come and observe your elections. They say to make sure that it runs right, but we all know to make sure that they get the person in power that they want in power. So all these things are being revealed. And it's being revealed because Trump is at the helm. Because Trump don't care about none of that. Hey, so it's like you want to be mad at him, but you can't be because it's like he destroying everything that keeps true innovation from growing, in my opinion. You know, everything that stops the proper man from rising. You know,
Well, I'm gonna say this here. When you destroy something, what you gonna build to replace it?
what you gonna put in this place, and that's the good question. See, and that's why them boys settled out real quick when it came to YouTube settling, and all the rich folks in America who understand what a dictatorship looks like, or the beginnings of one looks like, they they get right. You know what I mean? Because why you think YouTube shadow banning us? Because they know not to play with Trump, or let no conspiracy theories that's talking against him, what I mean, be seen. You see what I'm saying? So not only is he doing it through the democracy, that's and that's what makes it so funny, is that he's doing it through democracy. Like he's using the same system that y'all said was fair and impartial, right? And he's using it against y'all. It about us, I guess, because everybody gonna feel this. And it's funny because y'all thought, all right, suing is good, right? And suing is good, but suing don't normally work for the common person, but it can though. So don't think about not suing people. If somebody do you wrong, sue them. Trust me. But yeah, though that's how it go, bro. You feel me? And then to bring it to the day's future, right? You got Netanyahu doing whatever he want to do, bro, and like causing the ruckus. And it's kind of that's why I say we kind of in World War III now, man, because he bombing up people, no matter where they at, looking for the Palestinians. You see, he looking for a head of Hamas leaders, and he say, if you in this country, we don't care. We finna bomb that country with you in. You see what I'm saying? Now he's not bombing the whole country, but he's still bombing in other people's places that it don't work like that, buddy. You know. But I got a clip to show though. I want to see what today's news to show everybody what's going on. You know what I mean? What's happening out there in the world, man. Because we just got to stay abreast on what's happening everywhere because there's a lot of things going on, man. A lot of fun things and a lot of things that we just got to be prepared for, man, because the decisions that they make always falls on us, you know? It's crazy. But let's check into this clip real quick.
Of Israeli hostages and Palestinians held in Israeli prisons. On Monday, Trump welcomed Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to the White House, where he announced a 20-point peace plan for the Gaza Strip. Trump said he fully supports Israel's goal of destroying Hamas unless it accepts the proposal. The plan calls for a post-war Gaza Authority secured by an international security force that would gradually replace Israeli troops occupying Gaza. It would split the Gaza Strip from the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank. It would sideline key Palestinian political figures and would instead be run by an international body called the Board of Peace, led by Donald Trump. The board would also include former British Prime Minister Tony Blair. That prompted former UK Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn to write, quote, Tony Blair's catastrophic decision to invade Iraq cost thousands upon thousands of lives. He shouldn't be anywhere near the Middle East, let alone Gaza. It's not up to Blair, Trump, or Netanyahu to decide the future of Gaza. It's up to the people of Palestine, Corbyn said. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu apologized to Qatar's Prime Minister for violating Qatar's sovereignty in its airstrike on Doha earlier this month. The attack targeted Hamas leaders discussing a potential ceasefire, but failed to strike its primary targets, instead killing 5 Palestinians and a Qatari security officer. Netanyahu apologized for killing the Qatari security officer. Meanwhile, Israel's military continues to assault the Gaza Strip. Palestinian officials say Israeli attacks killed 50 people across Gaza on Monday, and at least 37 since dawn today. Among the dead are 20 civilians killed while seeking food at aid distribution sites. On Monday, more Palestinians moved southward along Gaza's coastal road, fleeing Israeli ground forces who are flattening whole neighborhoods of Gaza City as they advance. This is Samar Abdel-Jawad, a displaced Palestinian mother.
We used to sleep on concrete. We used to sleep on mattresses. We used to sleep on beds. My children used to live a normal life. Now my house has been destroyed. It is gone. I ended up in the street. My husband used to work. My children used to eat the best food and drink. Now we're left with a sheet and sand to sleep on. We can't even take a shower. Just 2 wood poles and a sheet.
Meanwhile, the number of Palestinians who've starved to death has risen to 453. Eid Mahmoud Abu Jama died of malnutrition and chest infections in Khan Yunis after Israel blocked access to food, infant formula, and other basic supplies. At her death, the 2.5-month-old infant weighed less than she had when she was born. Her thumb was wider than her ankle. Here in New York, prosecutors have charged 3 people over a direct action targeting the New York Times last summer. On July 30th, protesters doused the Times headquarters in Manhattan in red paint with the words, NYT lies, Gaza dies, spray painted on the building's windows. On Monday, prosecutors brought charges of felony criminal mischief against 2 protesters. Meanwhile, a photojournalist who took pictures of the direct action was charged with aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree as a hate crime. The group Writers Against the War on Gaza has condemned the prosecution as an attack on the movement to end Israel's assault on Gaza and an attempt to criminalize both journalistic and political speech. This is organizer Tracy Rosenthal.
This action echoed the tactics of Palestine Action in targeting weapons manufacturers here at the headquarters of the New York Times. And I think it must be understood as an anti-war action against the paper, which has supported nearly every U.S. war in my lifetime. I think we can turn to
would avert a government shut.
New York Times.
President Trump and Democratic leaders failed to reach an agreement Monday on a spending bill that would avert a government shutdown starting at midnight tonight. Vice President J.D. Vance spoke to reporters after the White House negotiations.
I think we're headed to a shutdown because the Democrats won't do the right thing. I hope they change their mind.
Democrats are looking to extend subsidies for the Affordable Care Act and reverse Medicaid cuts and other health care programs that were implemented by the tax and spending bill passed earlier this year. Here's House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
They're telling the American people what they're all about. Largest cut to Medicaid in American history, ripping food from the mouths of hungry children, hungry seniors, and hungry veterans. And they did all of that to reward their billionaire donors with massive tax breaks. That's what Republicans have been all about in terms of governing this year. And we're not down with any of that.
If Congress fails to prevent a government shutdown, the federal government will stop publishing key economic data, including a Bureau of Labor Statistics report on jobs numbers in September and the Consumer Price Index data on inflation and wages. Meanwhile, Trump officials have stated they would conduct mass firings at federal agencies if the government shuts down. We'll have more on the looming shutdown later in the broadcast. The United Nations has reinstated sweeping economic.
Before she go to the United Nations, What's going on? That? They doing all that data cool. They getting, man. And you see, that's the thing, man. Like, they doing something tricky with the government shutdown. I think they finna let it happen just so they could fire certain people, like they say. You see what I'm saying? So they can get their people in the building, bro. This is a dictator take over, and see, it don't look that way because they not shooting and killing people. He's gotten with somebody smart, and I'm not saying he's not smart either, right? But they now figured
Oh,
out,
Trump?
yeah, yeah, Trump's
Trump ain't smart.
well, hold on now. We ain't gonna talk too tough now. we about to be living in a dictatorship,
My bad,
man.
my bad,
Yo,
my
yo.
bad, my bad, my bad. I apologize. I talk about the prayers like that. Man. But the nigga ain't smart. I don't give a goddamn. He ain't smart, dude. He ain't smart.
No, man, no, man.
He got some
Trump
smart
is the
people around him.
smartest, man. He's the
Man,
smartest in the
bro.
world.
Trump doing some bunch of fools, bro. Trump, man. If Trump was
We
smart,
believe in
his
Trump.
businesses wouldn't have had to file for Chapter 7 or whatever they file for bankruptcy.
That was
Trump
all
ain't
a part
smart.
of the plan, man. That was all a part of the plan. See, y'all don't understand it. That was all a part of the plan. You feel me?
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
But
Trump
man,
just like Bush. You
hey,
getting ready to y'all getting ready to go to war again soon
yeah, because
because
it's
of the
now the
foolishness.
Department of War. It's not the Department of Defense no more. They literally changed the name to the Department of War. That's
See?
crazy. You see that?
Okay then. Come on, man. Come on, man.
But look, Trump is going to let this government shutdown happen, man. I don't think he's not gonna.
Again?
Yeah, he's gonna let it happen so that way he can fire all them people, man. Cause then what you gonna do?
Didn't it happen before?
Nah, I think nah. They keep on threatening. They keep on threatening it to happen. But
Man,
nah, it never
they had
happened.
the government shut down somewhere. I know in Florida at least somewhere, bro. They had a where it was walked out or something. It's like a
Like for
whole
an hour or
major part
something.
of it.
Yeah, like an hour or so.
I, they tried that right before COVID or something like that. That happened a little while back though.
Oh, they be doing so much tricks. You see how shit, they do so much tricks, bro. Like the COVID situation too. They probably did that because they know COVID was coming. So they like, well,
Yeah, I
let's do
think.
this. Let's switch up something. Wow.
Yeah, because you remember he come up with all the stimulus check and all that stuff, and then
During
when
that
people
time.
hold on,
Well, yeah, because it was like it was only essential personnel at that time. Yeah, it was only essential personnel. But nah, man, that they basically, bro, I think they finna shut it down just to get the bill fired, and that's crazy, bro. And that's gonna put everybody who he like in place. And you know why it's gonna accelerate too? Because of AI. Because of AI is taking up everybody's jobs, man. Everybody's jobs, and that's interesting to me. And that's why it's like, if you know, you should try to learn some stocks or learn how to gamble. Unfortunately, um, and do your
he
thing.
steady promoting that gambling.
Yeah, boy. Because that's all it's gonna be left, boy. Ain't much gonna be left to do. You know what I mean? Sorry.
So
Just try to be a good gambler. You know.
uh,
Gamble
basically trying to say
responsibly.
basically you gonna have to basically be out thinking outside the box.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta think outside the box to get money. Yeah. Because jobs
It
are
ain't gonna be
going
the
away.
traditional way of
Yeah.
making money.
Right. Now, if you become a master of AI and AI prompting and knowing all that great stuff, then you have a role. You have a role. Because those are people that's gonna get hired because they're gonna need them. You see?
Okay. It says the most significant shutdown included the 35-day shutdown in 2008 to 2019 during the Donald Trump first admission.
Oh, so he did shut it down. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He ain't against shutting it down. We see that 35 days was a long time too. That's a whole month. Oh yeah, that's a
Over the dispute of the U.S. and Mexico border.
yeah for building this what you call it. Yeah, for building this wall, huh? Man, y'all better stop playing with Trump.
So it's in the same playbook what he did before in his first on what you call it.
Administration. Yeah, yeah. But see, that's the thing is that we know he not bluffing. See, they said he to keep bluffing. That man not bluffing. And then he gonna blame it on the Democrats. You see, they already starting. You see me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They already started. You know. And they saying why? They
Hey,
saying
but
the third. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say they say the next attack gonna be on the U.S. gonna be from within,
Whoa.
and
Whoa.
you're thinking it was gonna be the Muslims or these other people coming from these other terrorist countries
Uh
and
oh.
destroying from within, like doing stuff within. That's why a lot of people was getting their visas and stuff like that. Though, you see, but it might be the own president sabotaging the whole country, bro. Some people say.
Yeah, maybe he might have a personal vendetta with America that we don't understand. Cause he gonna make it. It's because you see, the thing he trying to sign in the Middle East, it didn't say it was backed by the United States of America. It said it was backed by Trump. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
he try to get rid of America and make it Trump America. Not even Trump America, just Trump. That's it though. Come
Yeah,
on,
you never know what's
that's
going
the
on.
ultimate flex. That's the ultimate flex. You
Yeah.
made a country, your name. He's putting Trump on everything. He putting Trump on all the buildings. You feel me? You think he wouldn't put Trump on America? Trump America?
Yeah, he might be. Shoot, they can say he got another 3 years to go, bro. Shoot,
That's what we
shoot, the
hope.
whole. You ain't even finished the first year yet.
You feel me? That's what we hope. We hope it's only 3 years. You feel me? We hope it's only 3 years. But man,
You think he might change the constitution so no other president but him?
um, I hope not. I mean, I'm not giving no ideas. Shout out to Trump. We appreciate you, Trump. Hard work, dedication. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do, man. You gotta get smart out here, Coop. When you see the writing on the wall, boy, when you see it on the wall, make sure you stand in love
Oh
and don't
boy.
fall in it. You feel me? But that's the short one for the day, man. That's it for us today, man. Thank you guys for rocking and staying with us, man. Look, we gonna get better each and every day and in each and every way, man. I thank you guys so much, man. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. Cool, what you got for the people?
Well, I ain't got nothing until Trump get out the power.
Man. Well, we ain't gonna never have nothing for you, man. Cause dang, Trump, why they do you like that,
Oh
man?
boy, oh boy.
But man, until next time, my Padres, I want y'all to keep your head up, never get fed up, whilst I do the same.
What?
One,
My Lord, bless
blessings.
the Lord.
Oh, hey, did you see what they say about you? No, what they said about me? They posted it.